Hello guys, this is Lord Potato. For the second part of What If Naruto had um all for all. Uh, where we last left off is that 4 year time skip of Naruto's training with his quirks and learning how to use one for all and all for all. All for all. How to use one for all quirks and other quirks and probably also learning how to use that Sharingan. He did steal random Uchiha's dojutsu. Um, I would also like to mention this in the beginning. Sasuke does have a little sister. She's like only like 2 days younger than Sasuke. She's gonna be named Azume Uchiha. Izumi, Izumi Chiha, Zini Chiha. Um, so, before the time skip of the four, let's go back at 3 years in the forest where Naruto. Uh, Izume Uchiha had a dog. The massacre still did happen and all that, but Sasuke and Izumi were alive because Itachi didn't want to kill his little younger sister and didn't want to kill his younger brother Sasuke. But Izumi was asleep when all this happened, when all Itachi killed the whole clan. Sasuke was the one that was affected by Itachi. Um, So at the 3 time skip year with Naruto just training still in the forest, Izume managed to get out of the West Gate because there's where Naruto came from. The West Gate also. Man, the guards over there are really bad, just terrible. Uh, they they went to do a lunch break and uh, yeah, uh, don't know how they're Jonins, but yeah, they're just random Jonins. Um, so her dog escaped from the through the west gate, and these uh these these 3 bandits that uh they weren't bandits, they were, one was a rogue ninja and he was tuning level, and the other two were just bandits that were working for him. uh the dog bumped into the tuning and the tuning didn't like it, so the bandits killed the dog, which, yeah, even how I love animals, I have to put that in. Uh, Izume got there. She was crying. She would say, "Why would you kill my dog?" Um, dang. Oh, um, she was crying. She was so sad, scared, and angry at the same time, all together. Naruto was just passing by through the woods and saw this. He was He saw this. He saw it from far away because of one of his quirks were to see far away, because he also heard something because of also another quirk allowing to him to hear and all that from far away and all that. So he saw what's happening. He was rushing very fast over there, and one of the bandits was about to just kill Izume because Izume was crying, closing her eyes, anger and all that, but she didn't have any weapons. Um, so the bandit was about to stab her and kill her until Naruto luckily jumped out and kicked the bandit in the face really hard to knocking him into a tree. And then Izumi did unlock the Sharingan, the one Tomoe at least, and saw Naruto just standing right in front of her. Um, she said, "Who are you?" And then Naruto said, "No one. None of your concern right now. I'm gonna have to deal with this." So I'm gonna name one of his quirks that he used right now. He's actually using Dobby's Blue Flames. because yo, I think last video, if you would have heard that the machine stole a bunch of quirks around Japan and other places, yeah, but didn't went to America yet, just like cut in half and all that. But yeah, you know, overall managed to grab some quirks and did release them, but he died before releasing all those quirks. He had Dobbies, he had Bakugos, he had a bunch of quirks that were copied that he copied with the copy quirk. Um, but yeah, he Naruto has Dobby's flames, Dobby's blue flames. I love those cremation. Cremation's so fucking amazing. So yeah, so Naruto is using cremation. He got the hang of it. He's not there fully where he can just start burning everything like Dobby does, like those massive attacks and all that. But they're good enough. He's using Dobby's and then his in his right hand he's using Dobby's flames. In his other hand he can use multiple quirks at once. So in his left hand he's using Bakugo's explosions. Or, should I do Bakugo's explosions? Uh, you know what? Nah. Let's just make that he's actually using cremation in both hands. But yeah, he can do multi quirks. He can use multiple different quirks. Um, he can do multiple different quirks, and but he's just right now using cremation. And Izumi was still looking at him just how he was using cremation, and she was scared and amazed at the same time with those blue flames. In Naruto, one of the bandits did get scared, but not scared enough. He's just like, oh yeah, it's just some weak kid that he was telling Naruto. It's like, that's it, I'm gonna go kill him. The bandit rushed at Naruto, and Naruto just said, die, and burned him alive. The Chunin was a little afraid, but he knew that those bandits were just completely weak to him. Um, so the Chunin just threw some kunais, while Naruto did burn the kunais that they did went through, but he managed to grab Izumi in the nick of time. But he did see one of those knives hit the dead dog, which it made Naruto angrier. Like, he does not like animals getting hurt because he doesn't like people getting hurt, but dogs getting hurt or any animals, because he does know about the QB living inside him. All for all they tell him about it. So yeah, so he doesn't like animals getting hurt. So that made him angrier. So that made him use 50% of cremation, since he was only using like 25, not 25, like 35% of cremation. It made him go up to 50% and managed to just do a big burst of blue flames at the Chunin. The Chunin managed to dodge, but it burned half his body. The Chunin cannot move his left arm and his left leg, so he was down for the count. And Naruto was still angry and annoyed. He was about to just full on burn this guy, but then overall in his mind told him, "Go ahead. He's just a scum in this world." So that's what he did. He did not hesitate. He just full on burned him alive. Just full on burned him alive. But then he said he was about to do it, but then he did burn him, but then he used ice, because yeah, he does have one ice quirk or something. He just froze him and just threw him somewhere. Just like threw him very far away by using one for all 25% and threw him far away. And then he went back to Izumi Chiha, which she was scared, she was sad, but she was happy. She was happy that she was saved by someone. Uh, she said thank you in a very terrified but at the same time happy smile, forced me to smile but at the same time happy. Um, Naruto said, why you all out here?" I can see you're an Uchiha from your eyes. But why are you all the way out here? If she said, it's because my dog ran away and all that. And then Naruto saw it and he said, oh. But wait, wouldn't there be guards? Which exit did you came from? And she said the west, since just mostly no guards at the west. And Naruto just sighs and said in his mind, those idiots. So stupid how the villagers are and Jonis are. So dumb. So Naruto said, okay, and then he then decided to tell her, you're an Uchiha, right? You could have easily take them out, but I can see you barely train. How about this? Since I'm not right now, I'm not a Genin or a Chunin or anything. I'm just a normal citizen that live out here because all the villagers inside hate me. He said, how about you train to get stronger. Don't let anything happen to your loved ones. Train really hard. It's better to train and become stronger than just waste time and try to get power. So she took that into heart. She decided to train harder than ever. But before that, Izume asked, what is your name? And then Naruto said, Naruto Uzumaki. She said, oh, well, my name is, Izumi Ichiha. Okay. So, Izumi went back to the west gate. She still sees the guards are still gone. The guards probably just took a nap or something. So she went back home, back to where Sasuke's at, being all edgy and shit and all that. Sasuke does train, but not much. Sasuke is just like, he'd rather have the power given to him than train. But he does train a little bit. Not much. He's still that arrogant kid, but more arrogant, thinks that everyone should bow down to him because he's an Uchiha. He does protect his little sister from anyone. The fangirls are still there, still trying to get close to him, so they try to get close to Izumi, but Izumi now knows that people are trying to get close to her just for Sasuke's sake. So she just says, no, I do not want to be friends, leave me alone. And is not close to Sasuke. Instead, she's more close to, what you call, Itachi. She was more close to Itachi than Sasuke. But, she was mostly close to her parents, but Sasuke, not really, but she was, but until Sasuke went into this emo, edgy shit and all this, she stopped being close to him. Instead of trying to care about Sasuke being so edgy and all that, and trying to just live life, she actually started training harder and harder, and managed to unlock her 3 Tomoe Sharingan in the age of, well, she is 2 days younger than Sasuke, so she's 12 right now. So Naruto is also 12, so that was the one time year skip. So now it's 4 times year skip for Naruto. So she did manage to unlock her Sharingan. She did read up on the whole Uchiha scrolls and all that, the fireball jutsu, the Phoenix fireball, other fire styles, lightning cutter. She did find out her infinity as fire and lightning from those pieces of paper, because she did read up on how to figure out how to do this. She does read. She is extremely smarter than Sasuke. She she should be more of a prodigy than Sasuke in like original canon or whatever. But she she also does train and all that very hard. But the one thing she doesn't do, she doesn't actually show it all off to anyone. She wants to keep it all to herself until she sees that white hair boy that she saw on the forest named Naruto Uzumaki. And also, yeah, Naruto hair did change because when he met All for One and One for All, and I think how One for All hair I think is white in the manga is white and black, so I'm guessing his hair is white, and I'm guessing that All for One's hair is also white because I don't think it showed in the anime of the manga. So I'm just guessing they're both white. Even though I won't do any manga spoilers, but I think everyone can agree, or not everyone, but mostly people that read the manga can probably guess that it's white. Sorry. Let me get some water. Okay, I'm back, guys. Um, so at 12, it wasn't the day of graduation yet. It was actually like 2 days later, or 2 days earlier before it. So Naruto did came back because, of course, Naruto is also extremely smart because of All for One and his um intellectual. Just saying his smart quirks are some of the quirks that give him knowledge by being just smart. So yeah, and he is also very strong. He does. Let me just name off like those quirks that Naruto has. So he does have Bakugo's explosions, cremation, decay, um, Stains. I'm just gonna say Stains blood quirk, where he can just lick someone's blood and just paralyze people. Uh, he does have all of Class 1A's quirks, even Manetta's, but there's it doesn't need to be shown. He can always just use it, and his hair would actually those purple balls instead of being purple, they're actually white because of Naruto's hair being white also. Um, he does have that electricity guy's quirk, but it actually doesn't make him any dumber. He knows that his limits are and all that, so it doesn't go any further beyond and all that. So he better use that guy's quirk. He also has all the Class 1B's quirks, Class 1C, every other person that was in UA. Eraser's head's quirks. Also, Eraser's quirk can actually erase chakra based stuff like if someone's using a fireball, Naruto can use Eraser's head as quirk and actually erase that fireball. I'm just gonna put that in, but it does dry his eyes out, so he does know about them side effect. So Naruto is more trained, more stronger, and then more buff than not buff enough, but like at least buff enough to just buff in general, but not extremely buff. But he's buffer than original canon. Um, he's also stronger and overpowered, medium overpowered, not making him break the system already. Um, so yeah. Also, this picture right here, this is what he's gonna kind of look like. He's gonna have white hair. I know it's all black and white, but he's also gonna get this tuxedo suit like All for One has. He does have like a tuxedo and all that. Um, so yeah, he also does have the original One for All. I think I already said that. So he does have all those quirks. But how he's gonna go back, and the Westgate's guards are gonna try to stop him and say, "Who are you? And what are you doing in this village?" And Naruto's just gonna say, "It's me, Naruto Uzumaki." And the guards are gonna say, "Yeah, right." So Naruto just didn't want to deal with this shit and just knocked both of them out with just ease because he also has like he can go very fast. Well, the blink of an eye, just knock them both out, and then walk to his old apartment where he used to live when he was 8 years old. Yeah. So he goes over there. Some villagers are still trashing his apartments because, yeah, the villagers are still just a big jerk and all that. But Naruto doesn't care. Naruto does still have emotions, but the one he mostly uses, I don't care, blah blah blah. But yeah, he went there. He also did have money on him, like a lot of money. Why? Cause a bunch of bandits did rob a lot of people, and Naruto did like decide to kill them all the bandits, and actually just take all the money with him. So he is stacked with money. So he first what he used to look like when he was out of there. He used to just have right now before getting that tuxedo and all that. He has just like these clothes that are all ragged and all that. But then he just went to a store and got a tuxedo and all that. And then well before all that, he went to his apartments. He saw a lot of villagers still trashing and all that. So what he did is just like he had cremation on and said, "Hey, all of you." Before turning it on, he just said, "Hey, all of you, leave my apartments alone, you freaking pricks." And they all turned around and they looked at this person with white hair, but kind of looked like Naruto with blue eyes. And then the owner said, "Naruto," and the villagers turned around and just went to actually try and attack Naruto. Naruto just got angry and just do cremation and just burned through all of them. So all of them like are now dead. And then the owner for the apartment just said, Naruto?" And he's like, "Oh, I forgot how." Then Naruto just said, "Yeah." While like being angry and all that, he just said it chill and all that. He's like, "Yeah. Oh, I forgot to Naruto said, "Oh, I forgot to pay you for those 4 years, even how I wasn't here. So, here's the money for 4 years, how I haven't been here." So he just gave the money, and then the owner just got afraid and walked away. Like, yeah, okay. So Naruto just went inside, cleaned up everything, went outside, and still the dead bodies are there, but they're like ashes. So he just uses a wind quirk to just blow it all away, and it turned to just dust, just flew away. So then he just went to a store, a nearby store, and then just like got a tuxedo and just said, "Yeah, this is what I'm gonna wear." So he does train a little bit more with like a jacket and all that, but when it came to the graduation, he went back to the academy. Izumi is 12 years old, but 2 days younger than Sasuke. Sasuke still has this such not cocky, cocky attitude and all that, and how arrogant he is. But Naruto does not care of becoming a ninja. Instead, he's just not gonna even try. So when he went back, let me get another water again. I am back. Well, he went back to the academy, and then no one did ever notice him walking in. He just went at the back, did have a tuxedo on, and no one even noticed he was behind them. He went at the very back. We're back at the window side so he can just look out. Izume went with Sasuke to the academy. Sasuke is still this, yeah, and all that. Izume went to the back and saw this white-haired kid and just sat next to him. And then she said, "That kid looks familiar," but she didn't care. And then Aruka, well, all the kids came in and started talking, blah, 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 and all that. And then Aruka came and started to name out all the kids' names like Shikamaru, Choji, Sasuke, all those main ones, Kiba. Kiba I really hate with a passion. He's so arrogant like Sasuke. uh, he, uh, Hinata is also arrogant, but that's just cause uh, Naruto did Saber, but Hinata just called him a monster still, and that still hurted Naruto a lot. So Hinata, instead of like being shy around Naruto, she's actually more arrogant and got stronger than her shy girl self and all that. And then actually, Uzume is the one being shy just to hide her true power. So, Iruka then said Naruto Uzumaki. No, wait. He said Uzumi Uchiha, and she said here, and then it's like okay, and then he said Naruto Uzumaki, and then Sasuke was like, "Oh, that Dobby's not gonna be here again because how always late he is." Everyone started laughing and all that, how absent and he was gone for 4 years and all that. Started laughing, except for Shikamaru and Choji. They're like wondering why he wasn't here for 4 years. He's gonna miss out becoming a ninja. And Naruto then raised up his hand and said, "Here." And while everyone faces just shocked, and then Uzumi was also shocked. She was sitting next to Naruto Uzumaki, the one that saved her, the one that told her to get stronger and train. And she was shocked. Everyone was shocked around. And Sasuke was the most shocked. He made that joke, and Naruto was just up there. Iruka was also shocked. And then he said, Naruto? Yeah, what's you want? And Naruto said, uh, Iruka said, never mind. But today, he just marks him present. And then, yeah. And then he started talking about, like, today it's a test of the becoming ninjas. Also, Miskil, whatever his name was, the blue hair, I think, hair guy that hates Naruto and wanted to and tell him he was the Ninjas and all that, blah blah blah. Um, I kind of forgot his name a little bit, but he still is trying to make Naruto fail the class and all that, which Naruto got still that paper that was Genjutsu and how it had hard questions and all that. He was still trying to sabotage Naruto. And Naruto just does not care and just said, "Oh, it's just some hard questions." Yeah, he's extremely smart. He has like a 220 IQ. To just doesn't care. Instead of him like knowing this is all fake, he still has a 200 IQ, but doesn't want to show it. So he just writes like couple words like I don't care. Like I don't care that he just writes pig, grass, window, sky, just writing random things on like the answers and all that, on like the questions. He's like boots, house, family, dirt. He's just writing random things. He then gave it back to Uruka. So Izumi also did her Sharingan and saw how Naruto was just, well, not Sharingan, but she just looked over when none of them were like looking, no one else. I saw how Naruto was just writing random answers, and then she thought, "Oh, that's right. I should like do the same." And she just wrote random answers, not the similar same as Naruto, except for like one was just dirt, and I gave it back to Iruka. And Iruka noticed how Uzume doesn't try, well, wrote random answers. Naruto also. So I'm back. So Uzume just wrote random answers and all that. Iruka just said, "Okay, the test is done." Got all the test papers. Yeah, he's gonna be just very confused when he's grading Izumi's paper and Naruto's paper. But then he said, "Okay, time to go do the actual. I think it was physical test exam and all that. Um, what they call? So it was the kunai throw and all that." and Naruto had to go first, and Naruto did not care. He just like threw them and did not care. He just tried to miss. He just didn't care if it hit or not. He noticed they were blank and knew that someone was gonna try to sabotage him. So he just threw it, miss, went over and like missed, just missed, and just did not care. Izumi was the same thing. She also missed and all that. She did not care neither. Other people there tried bare minimum and all that. Shikamaru actually noticed how they were missing on purpose, but he didn't care. He knew that probably Naruto just doesn't care no more. But yeah, and Choji and Shikamaru, not Shikamaru, and Kiba were just throwing it. They managed to get some. Sasuke managed to get 9 out of 10, or I think it was like that. Sasuke's useless just managed to get, I don't know, 4 out of 10 because how useless she is. I don't think she even knows how to throw kunai. Same thing with the ninja stars where like you can throw like 3 of them. Naruto did not care. He just threw them and just hit like different trees, but he did not care. Azumi was the same thing. She does not care about the target. Others, yeah, then Shikamaru's idea of like they are not trying, keep seeing that there was so much evidence they're like not trying carrying. And then it was the sparring matches. It was still the same. It's still Naruto versus uh Sasuke. So also Izumi is going against uh uh some random I would put her against Hinata, but then nah. Actually, yeah, she's going up against Hinata. Uh, she's So Naruto and Sasuke were about to fight. Naruto just said, "I quit." He like, "I give up. I surrender," because Naruto isn't caring that much. And Sasuke was just like, "Huh?" And others were like, "Huh?" Shikamaru just saw it, and then he said, "Oh, more evidence." Like he does not care no more. He does not care. And Naruto just said, "Okay." Sasuke wins, and Sasuke was like confused, but he didn't care. He won. He just thought Adobe. He thought Naruto was just Adobe and didn't know how to fight. That's why he quit. And then it was Izumi versus Hinata. Izumi saw the fight with Naruto wasn't much of a fight. It was mostly him giving up. So that's what Izumi did. She said, "I give up. I can't fight against an Hyuga, someone who's Aries or something. Blah blah blah." She just said, "I give up. I can't fight her. I'm not strong as my brother Sasuke Uchiha." Blah 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 blah. Does not care. So she lost. They both didn't pass at all because they did not care. And with that, Sasuke kind of got angry at Izumi for not passing and just saying, "Okay, you want, who cares, go to whatever, what girls do." And which actually annoyed Izumi a lot. She wanted to punch the heck out of her brother, but she didn't. Instead, she just said, walked away. She actually tried to follow Naruto with her. She was trying to follow Naruto, and Naruto noticed it, but did not care. Mitsuki came out of nowhere and said, "Hey Naruto, you know there's another task if we do. If you steal the seal roll or not that the damn it, what was it called? Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. It was the seal scroll or something like that. Seal scroll, and Naruto just said okay, even how that Mitsuki was lying and all that, and how Naruto just said, "Okay, I'm gonna go do it," just thinking Mitsuki, "Oh, well, this is the same Naruto, dumb and moron." Uh, Little did he know that Naruto was actually pretty smart, but he still wanted to go steal it just because he wants to make this more of an act. He was a good actor on trying all this, and he just walked and run to the get the seal scroll, and not Miski, Izumi heard this, and she actually ran after Naruto to stop him, and Naruto managed to grab it and run, and she she found Naruto and said, "What are you doing with the seal of scroll?" And Naruto just said, "Oh, nothing. Um, just waiting for Miskin kicking his, well, not kicking him, but he just like, oh, I knew this was a lie for the whole time." And Izumi said, "Wait, you knew?" And Naruto said, "Yeah, it was pretty easy figuring out what he was doing and all that." Aruka heard about Naruto stealing the scroll of sealing. Oh, I need water. Okay, well, back. Um, so yeah, Naruto knew that it was a lie and all that. Aruka did heard of Naruto stealing the scroll. So Aruka ran out and looked for him. It's the same thing where Aruka found Naruto and all that, and Naruto's like, oh, he was like trying to play it off, saying, "Oh, I didn't know. Mitsuki told me to get the scroll." And Mitsuki still did that whole throw that giant, shuriken, a giant shuriken. Um, Aruka still got hit in the back. Naruto kind of got angry because Aruka was not. He didn't hate Naruto. He thought Naruto as a little brother. Same thing as Canon. And so Naruto was kind of angry, like super angry. But Aruka didn't do anything to stop the villagers. So it was a little bit anger. But it was there. The anger was still there. So Izumi went after Aruka and said, "Are you okay, Aruka?" And then Naruto just there, and then excuse me, dang it. And then Naruto was mad and all that. He said, "Why did you do this? Just trying to do the act and all that." And then Miss King or Miss Go, whatever his name was, I forgot. Said, "You wanna know why everyone hates you? Why everyone hates you? Why they're trying to kill you and all that?" And Naruto already knowing it's a QB, the Nine Tails Karuma. He said, "Sure, why not? Just tell me." He's like, "Yeah, I already know. Why do I need to care?" And then he still proceeds to say it. He's like, "It's because you have the Nine Tails, you demon fox, huh?" And instead of Naruto being shocked, he just said, he did that shocked expression, but it was just an act. He's like, "I really don't care." And Mitsuki was just like, "Huh?" I already knew. I found that out like 2 years ago. Naruto saying, Mitsuki was like, "Huh?" Uh, yeah. Uruka was shocked. Izumi was also shocked to hearing he was the Nine Tails. But Naruto not even caring. He just full on went after Mitsuki and just did he was with incredible speed. He went there and just kicked him really hard into a tree and then used an explosion quirk, quirk this is from Bakugos, and just exploded the tree, and Iruka and Izumi was just shocked. Izumi thought he can only do those blue flames, and Iruka was just shocked on how Naruto did that. Uh, Mitsuki was still alive but hurt a lot. And Naruto, with the personality of Bakugo, he still has that personality of Bakugo because the quirk is kind of connected to the to the personality of Bakugo. He's like, "Damn you extras!" He's like, "Damn, you thought I really give a shit? I'm about to murder you, goddamn extra blue-haired mother." Beep 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 beep. Yes, a lot of cuss words. He's just gonna keep cussing. "You should die." Well, Naruto just saying, "Die, die, die, die," and explode multiple times, multiple explosion at Misky, and Misky just couldn't dodge all those explosions, so he got hit so many times. Misky was just there laying down on the floor, and Naruto was about to just explode him with a huge explosion until Izumi says, "Stop, please." And then Iruka says, "Stop, please." And then Naruto just stopped. And some of the Anbus managed to get there and were just confused because they heard loud explosions. They also saw the terrain around the forest just seeing these burnt marks of explosions. Aruka, where he's still on his crystal ball, seeing Naruto when he was exploding Mesky, he was surprised. He was like, "What is this? Is some kind of Kenkai Genkai or what?" And he was so in shock seeing this from Naruto. Even how he haven't saw Naruto like 4 years ago. He now just sees Naruto with this suit and exploding Mesky. So the Ambus questioned Iruka what is happening, and Iruka still just told Mesky, told the Ambus about what Mesky has done, what he was trying to do, you know that. Also, Iruka still did get stabbed in the back, but Izumi does know a little bit of the basic healing, so she pulled out the knife not knife, the big shuriken, and just healed him. So he was kind of okay. Um, what's it called? So Aruka just said, I guess they went to the Hokage, Naruto, Aruka, the Ambus, and Izume, and Aruka explained to the Hokage about Naruto defeated Mitsuki with like no problem, and Izume being a good healer and managing to do stuff and doing a lot of things, and it's showing that she did have the Sharingan, the three Tomoes. They were in shock. Even the Ambus were like, this kid has the Sharingan. The only other person they thought of was Itachi. But then Haruka, Haruka, just said, not Haruka, Hiruzen said, "Oh wow, I see. So Naruto and Izume, since you two did not pass the uh, academy tests, I'm gonna give you these headbands. You two are now getting, and because of your excellent skills and all that, you two are getting. Tomorrow is where you're gonna figure out your team." But Naruto said, "Before you figure out our team, I want to at least be with Izumi." And Izumi just was shocked, and the Aruka was shocked, and Hiruzen was shocked. She's a talented healer. She's a great person. She's strong, and I knew she was holding a lot of power. And Hiruzen thought about this, and then the team matchmaking is gonna be tomorrow. Aruka and Hiruzen said okay, and Naruto and Izumi said goodbye. They both left. Uh, they do have the headbands. Naruto does have his headband, but instead of having it on his head, he has it like around his neck instead. He doesn't want to be on his head or on his shoulder because that would just ruin his tuxedo. He just puts it on his neck. Izumi does put it on her head because she thought, wow, I can't believe I became a ninja, even how I wasn't trying. Naruto just said, well, yeah, you are great skills. You have great skills. I did see how you weren't trying in the academy, and you did try to just follow my footsteps on me just quitting and all that. And she said, yeah. Well, then she said, but wait, do she told Naruto that, do you remember me? Do you remember me 1 year ago? And then Naruto said, yeah, I know who you are. You finally got the matured Sharingan. That's great to know that you train. And she said, wow, so you do remember me. You are a lot taller than the last time I saw you. Cause Naruto is a little bit taller than Sasuke because he went eating vegetables, hunting and all that, training. Instead of being like I guess he was instead of eating ramen the whole time, yeah, he's a little bit taller and all that, and eat vegetables and all that. Izumi's the same. She's a little bit taller than Sasuke. How Sasuke's height is, she's a little bit taller than her. Because Sasuke, but not Sasuke. Sasuke is trash. Izumi did train do all these things, and then they both did train, but it was the night, so Naruto invited Izumi to his house, and Izumi said sure, and so they both sleep. Well, Naruto sleeps on the couch, and Izumi sleeps on Naruto's bed. The next day comes. Naruto and Izumi wake up and then get ready. Um, Naruto does make her food because Naruto is a great, excellent cook. Because I guess, because if you think about it, he has a lot of personalities and different quirks and all that. Oh, did you need water? So Izumi, eating the food from Naruto, and she exploded with amaze in her eyes. You know those stars from like any anime when like they eat food, like really good food, and their eyes just become stars. Yeah, she was amazed on how Naruto's cooking. And Naruto said, is it good? I don't know if it's good. And she nodded her head and started eating all the food. And well, Naruto was amazed. She was happy with the food of Naruto's. Um, so they both ran to the academy, got there easily. Naruto's still wearing his tuxedo. The only time he's not gonna be wearing his tuxedo is on missions. He's not trying to ruin it. So that jacket of Naruto, just like instead of having that orange jacket on missions and all that, it's gonna be like uh black instead of orange. He's still gonna have the Uzumaki symbol on his back. It's gonna be red, but his jacket's gonna be like uh how should I say this, black and white, and those blue colors I'm gonna keep it there. So those blue patches around him, he's still gonna have the orange, not orange pants, but black pants instead of orange. So Naruto does go to academy, still on his tuxedo and all that. Um, Izumi's gonna be wearing those sandals. She's gonna have black pants, and she's is gonna wear a black what's it called, black shirt. She's gonna be different from any other Kunichiwi. Um, she instead of being the greatest Kunichiwi, her goals are well, I'm gonna say that later. Um, when they got there, Aruka calls out names, same thing, and said, "Well, today's the teams." He calls out every single team. It's not gonna be changed until Team 7. Since it's a little bit odd numbers. Team 7 is gonna contain Sasuke, and Sasuke was like, huh. And then it was Sasuke, and Sasuke was so happy about Sasuke. And then he's gonna say Uzume, and Uzume was like, yay, She's like, wow, I'm in this team. And then Izuruka said, Naruto, Uzumaki, and Izumi it was really happy to see that Naruto was on her team, but it was a four, and some of the other teams were confused. Why is there four people on one team? And Shikamaru did talk to oh, sorry about that, guys. One of my siblings called me. I don't know why. Well, back to the story. So they were on Team 7 and all that, and how uh how everyone was complaining about there was four people on one team. Shikamaru didn't complain. Choji didn't complain. Other people started not to complain because they thought, oh well, it's because of Naruto and Izumi being the dead last. They are, and then they said, well, that is true. So all of them just stopped complaining. And Naruto was just like, oh, thank God. Just stop complaining. So all the teams did come. Kakashi was the only one that took forever. So I'm back. Um, sorry about that. Yeah, so, uh, Kakashi was the only one that was late. And Sasuke and Sasuke were at the other side of the classroom, and while Naruto and Izumi were at the back corner, very far away from them. Sasuke was confused. Why are they so far from us? And Naruto just doesn't want to talk to Sasuke, how useless she is, and Sasuke. He was kind of angry at Hiruzen and putting a team with two of the most annoying people. But at least he had Izumi, who wasn't annoying. She was actually pretty strong. So, yeah. Kakashi, it took him like 2 hours to get to the classroom. I think that's how long it was in the original. But it took him a while to get there. He got there. He then explained that not explain, but Sasuke screamed at him saying, "Why did you take so long?" And how useless Sasuke is. Sasuke was like, "I'm on the path. I was on the path of life. Also, where's the other two?" It's like, here, up here. It's like, oh. Then Naruto said, I can see why you were on the path of life. I feel that sometimes. And then Kakashi was like, he's gonna be my fairy student. Out of all four people, out of all four of them. And Izumi agreed. It was like, yeah, it was easy to get lost in Battle of Life. And Kakashi was like, these two are gonna be my favorites. Screw the other two. It's so annoying. And so they said, okay, meet me on the roof. And while Naruto and Izumi just ran up there, Sasuke and Sasuke got up there also. I mean, not Naruto and Izumi ran up there, just walked. The whole 15 minutes, get up there and all that. Wait, I'm gonna come back, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I think I said sorry about this like 6 times already. Whatever. Well, since yeah, they got up there, 15 minutes skip time. They all got up there. Then Kakashi said, talk about your dreams, goals, dislikes, likes, and name. And, well, name first and all those after that. And then the Sasuke was like, how about you go first, Sensei? And he was like, yeah, okay, so my name is Kakashi Hatage. My dreams are none of your business. My goals are none of your business. My dislikes are none of your business. My likes are still none of your business. Okay, so then Kakashi said, "Okay, your turn, Pinky." And then Sasuke was like, okay, my name is Sasuke, useless. I don't care about her last name. I think it was Harne. Don't care. She's pretty much useless. Um. Uh. uh my my dream is to be with someone. Blah 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 blah. Uh. Uh. My goal is to do the same thing as her dream. I think so. I do not care about her goal dream. I forgot one thing. Her likes is someone, and you know who it is. I think everyone knows who it is. It's Sasuke. And her dislikes is Naruto and Izumi. But she mostly just said Naruto and someone else. But yeah. Then Kakashi said, "Okay, your turn, Emo." And then Sasuke said, "My name is Sasuke Uchiha. My dream is to figure out why. Uh, I think it was like to kill Itachi. The same thing with his goal. I think his dream was to get stronger, and his goal is to kill Itachi. His dislikes is how, how everyone doesn't bow down to him because it's Chica. I think that's what he's at. And his likes is to become strong. Is to I don't freaking know what he's like again. Whatever. Then he just pointed at Izumi, and Izumi said, "My name is Uzumi Uchiha. My dream is to figure out why Itachi killed the clan. My goal is not to kill Itachi, but to figure out why he did it. In specific, I'm not here for revenge. My likes are eating food, getting stronger, training, getting stronger, unlocking reading, and other things. My dislikes are arrogant people, and people who think they are all that, and blah blah blah." And then it's Naruto. So Naruto's then Kakashi said, "Okay, your turn." Whitey, he just said because of his white hair. So Naruto's hair is white this time. And then Naruto said, "Well, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. Um, my dream is to, well, become strong. My my goal is to hold the title of God of Shinobi." Yes, he read that one time. He knew about the God of Shinobi, and Kakashi was surprised. He didn't even know that Naruto even knew about this title. Um, his likes are training, hunting, uh, reading, eating food, um, other stuff, and etc. Um, his dislikes are arrogance, cockiness, and people who think they should get power just because they were born in a strong clan or this, that. And so, Kakashi said, okay, okay. So he said, okay, well, tomorrow is going to be a test. So I need you guys to be prepared. And also, don't eat tomorrow because you're going to puke. So Izumi and Naruto knew that was a lie. Always, any shinobi should always eat, even how Kakashi said not to, but they already knew it was a lie. So they both thought, oh, well, Kakashi's gonna lie to almost anything, isn't he? So yeah. Well, Naruto and Izumi went back to the house and all that. Well, to Naruto's house instead of Izumi going to Sasuke's house. Over there at the Uchiha compound. She said, "Nah, I'd rather be with Naruto as a friend." Okay. So this is where I'm gonna end it all off. Next part is gonna be what if Naruto had all for all. Part 3 is where they're gonna fight Kakashi, and I already have plans for that. Um, I'm also gonna do other things of What If because I really like doing What Ifs and all that. I feel like my channel is gonna be full of What Ifs and also probably Minecraft content because I'm kind of bored and sometimes Minecraft. And also, this is my second video and I'm still trying to learn how to edit. I feel like since this is my phone, it's an old version and I feel like it's not gonna let me edit, and also do not have a computer. I'm I'm broke. I do not have a computer. I should not say that really. Nah, it's just cause I instead of buying a computer, I decided to buy an Xbox. Yes, leave me alone. Well, I hope you guys have a good time. A good time. A good day. Good morning. A good night. Goodbye. Adios. Whatever. Just have a good day, good night, good whatever you live. Uh, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy and like the video. Please don't hate me. I'm just still so new to YouTube. And goodbye.